Hey all. Jean here. Oh my God, this was such a long day. So today I'm going to just call this a bit of a travel vlog, or however those young people out there call these ones. Anyways, as you can see, I'm in a different little office. Tonight I'm going to say that I'm in my parlor, but this is a new parlor because today I traveled from Alberta, Canada. I traveled from Calgary and I am in Toronto. And I'm actually heading to Niagara on the lake. So this is just a bit of a story time. I'm just going to tell the story of my day today because it's been a traveling day and I left my house since 7 a.m. this morning and I think it's 11 p.m. right now. Yeah, it's been a whole full day of travel. I, I live in Kenmore, Alberta, which is Kenmore, close to Banff, Canada Leading National Park. And it took 2 hours to get to the airport. And then my flight was at 12:30 and I arrived in Toronto at around after 6 p.m. and my friend came to pick me up. So I have a friend that is I'm overnighting at my friend's place. However, and tomorrow I'm going to Niagara on the lake. So I'm going to take the train to Niagara tomorrow. Well, part way and then take a bus. But my friend, she surprised me. And it's such a beautiful surprise that yeah, it's such a beautiful surprise. And I think I'll show you guys around in a few minutes because this video is going to be a really nice short video. But the whole idea is I am doing my 100-day video. I think this one is video number 77, I think 76, 77. I'm almost at my 100 days. And when I arrived, my friend came to pick me up on the airport. And of course, she came with the local Toronto bus. And we took the bus and then we got onto the train. And then we took another bus, but it was so quick. That's what happens when you're in a big city like Toronto. Everything is moving fast. Actually, it was much faster to take the instead of taking an Uber, we didn't have to go through traffic. It take us no amount of time. I got out from the airport. She was already there. She came, just 5 minutes after the same bus she came on. We take that bus and then that bus take us to the train station. And when we arrived, well, there was a train waiting. We got onto that train. And when we got off on our stop and go upstairs, the bus that was taking us here was already there. So it was just like service after service after service. And she surprised me. She lived in the same building, and this building must be, I think this building is like a 20-story high building. She's up on the ninth floor, and she surprised me with the guest suite of the building. So I end up having my entire own space, like literally. And that was such a beautiful surprise. And it's just amazing when you have friends and they're looking after you in such a way that, oh my God, because tomorrow when I leave to go on Niagara on the lake, I know it sounds so wonderful and beautiful, and it is, but I'm actually going to visit my other friend that has, she's in stage 4 breast cancer. And I kind of pull up my life to come and spend a week with her. So I'm going to stay here I'm going to be at her place and stay with her, my friend that has breast cancer. I'm going to be with her until Friday, next Friday. Yeah, Friday, not this Friday, but next Friday. So I'm going to be spending like a week and a half visiting her and just sitting with her. But I tell you, when you decide to be in service, to, give yourself to service, it took me forever and a day, so to speak, to be in service to the people in my life and to be in service to the creator, and which means that I want to show up for my friends and show up for the people in my life the way I would want them to show up for me. And I have to tell you, all my friends been showing up for me in this way. This morning when I left my house in Kenmore, my friend that live in Banff, she came to pick me up with another friend. So two of my friends drove me the 2 hours, about an hour and a half, an hour 45 minutes to the airport. They drove me to the airport, and not only that they drove me to the airport, they give me money, to help me along my trip, and also I got a nice bag of snacks from one of my friends. So since I left my home, I've been held in a way that, um, when you decide to put yourself out. I'm sorry, guys, I'm getting a little bit emotional, and I really don't want to do this right now. I don't want to be emotional. I'm just so tired, and I think that's why my emotion is coming up like this. But when you decide to be selfless in life and leave your troubles and go to just be with someone else, because it's not like I'm helping in a way, but just when you decide to be in service to others, what happens is that the other people in your life is in service to you. And what I would have to say is, really and truly, do not forget to bless your friends, to show up for your friends, to be there for the people in your life that may not ask you to be there, but to be there for those people, because the people who are not asking is the people that need it the most. And the thing that I'm recognizing is that um, it's so important to be in service to people. And so my friend that gave me this really beautiful space here, the guest suite of the building, um, um, it's just what happens when you're there for others, because the other people in your life is being there for you as well. And it's just, yeah, I just cannot get over how beautiful and how nice it is to have these people in my life. I remember last year, I went to Grenada in 20. Yeah, well, I went, 2024. I went October of 2024, and I stayed for almost 6 months. I stayed October, November, December, January. I think I came back in February, November, December, January, February. Yeah, so, but 5 months. I stayed for 5 months. And one of the things that I did when I was there, I went to see the people that homebound, the people that there was two friends. Well, one of them was not really my friend, but this man ended up becoming my friend in his last year of life. And I went to see him, through my sister, who usually go and see him every Tuesday. And I actually end up going and see him on the Tuesday that she has to go, and become friendly with this person in my neighborhood in Grenada that I have known all my life, but we have never really talk or be friends. And I used to go see him, and he was basically bedridden because he had fell, and I think he had cancer as well. But in the island, they don't tell you that, right? So it was one of those things that I did. I ended up going to see him, and then I also went to see my other neighbor, this woman that was living just above us, and she was housebound, but because of different reasons, she was a bit overweight, and as she liked to say, nobody comes and see her anymore, and she has no friends. But I did that wholeheartedly throughout my time that I stayed, throughout that 5 months that I stayed in Grenada. And I cannot tell you, when I came back in February of 2025, which was last year, by August, I think, of that, say August, September. Yeah, because the guy that I was visiting, he died about 3 months after I left. And then the woman, she died um, in September, and I ended up going back to Grenada in October. But I didn't make it in time for her funeral. But what that tells me, what I learned from just that experience was that this is something that I want to do as I get older. I want to show up, for people that is homebound and cannot leave their environment. And I was so happy. And I'm not saying this is not about bragging. This is not about all this oversharing. This is not what that is. I'm saying all of this to say, I'm telling you how important it is to go see the people in your neighbors, in your neighborhood, that you have known all your life, and they no longer can do things for themselves. Drop in and say hello. Drop in and give them a little gift, some sweets, some snacks, whatever it is you have. I really ask that you do that. Also, to the people in your life, if your friend call you and they say, listen, this is going on, you don't have to, you can just show up, let them know that you come in, go and visit them. You don't know what's going to happen. And since I really have the intention that I want to be in service, I feel like there are things that is coming for me to be in, people that is showing up for me to be in service in. And but also the people that is around me, my friends, my really good women friends, they are showing up for me the way I want to show up for my friend. And so I am saying all of that to say, go see your friends, gather around them. Do not let life take you down. Do not use life as an excuse to not be able to see your friends or not be able to go and do something nice for your neighbors. And even with me doing that, traveling this long distance to go see this friend of mine and I'm going to be doing my video around there for the whole week. I'm not even sure what I'm going to be talking about, but I do hope that you do that you show up for somebody in your life that need you to show up for, because I guarantee other people are going to show up for you. Like, I guarantee it, the way the creator has been showing up for me through my friends. And I cannot stress enough how wonderful it is. So in a sense, I think that I am the one that is getting all the goodness, to be honest with you. So, with that, I'm going to show you around my nice little office for today. This is just, I'm here for one night. I have big windows. My friends had closed down some of the window. I'll just turn this here so you can see my room. Actually, see, I'm in the mirror, like a big room with mirrors and a nice double bed for me to spend the night on. I turn my camera around, and yeah, this is the I think you can see here. Okay, I know you're just not seeing anything. I'll show you. Um, yeah. Oh, yeah. Sorry. I know you're not seeing any of this, but um, you bring down the windows, and so you see. Yeah, this is all the other high rise outside on the other side, if you can see that. And living area. Yeah, nice little living area. I have my bags and everything on the ground, and I have my own washroom down here. Uh, and here we have another mirror. See, you can see me in the back in the mirror here. And I have my own keys. I can take a bath if I want tonight in the nice washroom. But yeah, this is where I get to stay the night. I have TV on the wall, and it's just a beautiful little spot. And I wanted to take you guys around to show you guys my spot, right? Yeah. So this is where I'm at for the night. I'm out and about in the big city, and I'm gonna sign off now. But what I want to share with you is to do less, but to be more of who you want to be. For me, I want to be the person that can be in service to others, and I can see that I am showing up to be that person. And it may not be something that I do every day. My battery is actually just about to die on me, so I'm going to ask you to subscribe to my channel, and I apologize if the light is, the lighting is not the best, but this is what I can do today. So this is day 77, I believe, and I'm almost getting there. I'm doing my part. I'm being consistent, and that's the other thing. Be consistent in your life. So subscribe and like my channel and share this video with anyone who you know that wants to be in service. I guarantee the saying that when you show up and when you're there in service, if you are having a headache or you're feeling bad or whatever, if you can take just a little bit of time off in your life to, just be generous to someone else, it would help you a lot. It would go a long, long way. So long. Have a good night. I love you for staying this long and watching my videos. Cheers to you.